In Indonesia's Sumatra island, communities are facing immense devastation after a series of flash floods and landslides swept through multiple provinces earlier this week. As rescue efforts continue, the scale of the disaster is becoming clearer, with at least 82 people confirmed dead and dozens more still missing. Emergency teams on the ground are battling not only the destruction left behind, but also ongoing severe weather that's expected to continue for several days. This crisis began on Tuesday, when intense monsoon rains caused several rivers in North Sumatra to overflow. Torrential water surged down mountainsides and through rural villages, carrying mud, rocks, and debris that destroyed homes, swept people away, and submerged entire neighborhoods. Indonesia's National Disaster Management Agency reported that more than 3,200 homes and buildings were flooded, forcing around 3,000 families to leave everything behind and seek safety in government-run shelters.
Allah, wayu ummah habis, pantang. Kap bele. Listrik.
Across the wider region, including the provinces of Aceh and West Sumatra, thousands of additional homes were inundated, some nearly reaching their rooftops as water levels rose rapidly. Entire communities were caught off guard, with families scrambling to escape before floodwaters engulfed their homes. In North Sumatra, the hardest-hit province, the death toll has risen to 55. Rescue teams are working across 12 cities and districts, but their progress is painfully slow. According to officials, the efforts are being hampered by badly damaged roads and bridges, widespread power outages, and the complete loss of communication in several areas. Heavy machinery, essential for clearing debris and reaching isolated communities, has been difficult to transport because many access routes have simply washed away.
Ya Allah.
Abdul Muhari, spokesperson for Indonesia's National Disaster Mitigation Agency, explained that while early estimates suggested 88 people were missing, the number has now been revised to 41 after further coordination with local authorities. Still, for the families awaiting news of their loved ones, uncertainty weighs heavily. Many remain in crowded shelters, hoping that search teams will reach their areas soon. Police spokesperson Ferry Wulantukan added that thick mudslides have blanketed much of the impacted region. Combined with continued rain and unstable ground, these conditions make rescue operations risky and slow. Teams must navigate unstable slopes and deep, clinging mud that can easily trap vehicles and equipment. Meanwhile, in West Sumatra province, flash floods have battered 15 cities and districts, leaving at least 21 people dead. Local officials say the number of people still missing remains unclear, as communication lines in several districts were cut off. More than 17,000 homes have been submerged, and around 23,000 residents have been forced to flee to temporary shelters. Rice fields, livestock, and public facilities, including schools and small community health centers, have been destroyed. The flooding has also severed critical bridges and road networks, leaving some residents isolated and waiting for relief to arrive. In Aceh province, the situation is equally dire. Torrential rains sent mud and rocks crashing down onto small hillside villages, making roads impassable. Authorities have struggled to bring in excavators and other heavy equipment needed for rescue and clearing operations. At least 6 people have died, and 11 others remain missing, particularly in 3 hamlets in central Aceh district. With roads washed out, some teams have been forced to proceed on foot, carrying limited supplies and relying on local volunteers to guide them through damaged terrain. The extreme weather behind these disasters has been linked to Tropical Cyclone Senyar, which formed in the Strait of Malacca.
Tolong banget pada BNPB, ini keadaan di klaster Women Park.
Meteorologists from Indonesia's Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysical Agency warn that unstable atmospheric conditions will likely prolong dangerous weather patterns. Achadi Subarka Raharjo, one of the agency's experts, says the cyclone has increased rainfall intensity, strengthened winds, and triggered high ocean waves across Aceh, North Sumatra, West Sumatra, Riau, and surrounding areas. Although Cyclone Senyar has now dissipated, Raharjo cautions that the lingering atmospheric instability continues to create a high risk of further flooding and landslides. The agency has officially extended its extreme weather warning due to strong moisture supply and shifting atmospheric dynamics. After days of relentless rain, steep hillsides across Sumatra are fully saturated, making them highly vulnerable to collapse. Natural disasters like this are not uncommon in Indonesia. The country's landscape, made up of around 17,000 islands, includes many mountainous areas and river basins where millions of people live. Seasonal monsoon rains often bring the danger of flash floods and landslides, but events of this magnitude highlight the increasing challenges facing communities, especially those in remote or rural regions. As emergency responders continue their work, attention is turning to the immediate needs of the survivors. Many families in temporary shelters lack sufficient food, clean water, and medical supplies. Relief teams are distributing aid where possible, but with infrastructure severely damaged, getting assistance to isolated communities remains a major obstacle. This disaster has left deep wounds across Sumatra, families grieving loved ones, communities cut off, homes destroyed, and livelihoods washed away. As Indonesia braces for more days of unstable weather, officials are urging residents in vulnerable areas to remain alert and follow evacuation orders when given. In moments like this, collective support becomes vital. Whether through humanitarian organizations, local community initiatives, or government aid channels, every contribution can help those who have lost so much begin the long process of rebuilding their lives. Stay safe, and thank you for watching.